Your guide to SDLC, Waterfall versus Spiral versus V model. In this video, we will explore the software development lifecycle SDLC and understand the differences between the waterfall model, spiral model, and V model. What is SDLC? The Software Development Lifecycle SDLC is a structured process used to create high quality software efficiently. It includes several phases like requirements analysis, design, development or coding, testing, deployment, and maintenance. By adhering to the SDLC, teams can deliver software that meets user needs and exceeds expectations. Think of the SDLC as a framework or roadmap that outlines the steps involved in creating software, guiding teams through planning, designing, coding, testing, and deploying effectively. I will quickly go through the phases of the SDLC before moving forward through the lesson. Phases of SDLC. First, requirements analysis and planning. In this phase, we gather necessary information from users to develop a product that fits their needs, validate requirements to ensure feasibility. Second, designing the product architecture. Create detailed designs for the software, including its architecture and components. Third, development and coding. Developers translate the design specifications into functional software components by writing code. Fourth, testing phase. Conduct through testing to ensure the software meets quality standards and functions correctly. Fifth, deployment and user acceptance testing UAT. Deploy the software in the production environment. Users validate the software through UAT to ensure it meets their requirements. Sixth, maintenance. Address issues, bugs, or enhancements that arise during the software's life cycle. What is the role of software testing? Software testing is a crucial component of SDLC. During this phase, defects or bugs in the software product are identified and fixed before the final release. Testing ensures the product's reliability and functionality. Now let's discuss about the difference between a product and a project. Product is designed to meet market demands and cater to many customers. Project tailored to meet specific customer requirements. Here is a simpler explanation. A product is something created for a large group of people or the general market, like a phone or software that anyone can buy. Project is a specific task done for one customer to meet their unique needs, like building a custom app for a company. Now let's talk about the SDLC models. Various models are used within the SDLC, including waterfall model, agile model, spiral model, V model, incremental model, prototype model. Let's focus on the waterfall, spiral, and V model for now. Waterfall model. The waterfall model is a traditional sequential approach where each phase must be completed before the next begins. It's often visualized as a cascading staircase moving from the top, requirements, to the bottom, maintenance. Phases in waterfall method. Requirement phase. Gather and document customer requirements, for example, SRS, BRS, FRS, BRD. Design phase. Develop documents like HLD, high level design, and LLD, low level design. Development phase. Code the software based on requirements and design. Testing phase. Conduct functional and non functional testing. Maintenance phase. Deploy and maintain the software. Advantages. High product quality, fixed requirements reduce the likelihood of bugs, low initial investment for testing, suitable for small projects with well defined requirements. Disadvantages. Requirement changes are not allowed mid process. Defects in earlier phases can carry over. Time consuming and costly. Testing is only conducted after coding, increasing the risk of late defect discovery. Spiral model. The spiral model addresses some limitations of the waterfall model. It is iterative and allows for greater flexibility, making it suitable for long term projects. Phases in each cycle of the spiral model. Requirement gathering. Identify requirements for the cycle. Design. Develop designs for the current iteration. Development. Build the software for the iteration. Testing. Conduct testing before moving to the next cycle. So, requirement gathering is the first phase. Then, second is the risk analysis or the designing phase. Third phase is coding and testing. And fourth is maintenance and deployment phase. The spiral model became more popular than the waterfall model because it resolved several of its issues. Unlike the waterfall model, where no changes can be made during the development or testing phases, the spiral model allows for easy accommodation of new changes. This model is highly suitable for a customer's perspective as it can incorporate new features at any point during the cycle. However, the spiral model is more appropriate for long term projects. For testers and developers, it can be a bit complicated due to numerous changes in each cycle, often leading to delays in multiple cycles. There are also some common problems in both the waterfall and spiral models. Both have only one phase dedicated to testing. There is no testing of requirements, design, or code. Testing is only done during the testing phase. This aspect is shared by both models. Advantages of the spiral model. New features can be incorporated in every cycle. Customers receive new versions after each cycle, reducing wait times. Testing occurs in every cycle, improving overall quality. Disadvantages are complex for testers and developers due to frequent changes. Dependency between cycles can cause delays. Requirement changes are only allowed at the end of a cycle, not during it. The spiral model is also called the version control process model because software is released in multiple versions. V model. The V model or verification and validation model focuses on testing throughout every stage of development. It enhances the waterfall model by incorporating testing into each development phase. Phases of V model. Requirement analysis corresponds to acceptance testing. System design maps to system testing. High level design HLD aligns with integration testing. Low level design LLD matches unit testing. Advantages. Testing is integrated into every phase. Defects are identified early, suitable for projects with well defined requirements. Disadvantages. Less flexibility for requirement changes, costlier compared to the waterfall model. Summary of the models. The waterfall model is ideal for small projects with fixed requirements. The spiral model is suitable for long term projects requiring flexibility and iterative development. The V model integrates testing into every phase, improving defect detection early. Understanding these models helps teams choose the right approach for their software development projects based on requirements, flexibility, and complexity.